No shit! What? You gotta be kidding me! It's good, YouTube. It's Roshad here, and I am back with another video for y'all. I'm gonna be reviewing Little Nightmares 2, part of my quick review series. Not a big game, not a big review. Let's go. This game was short and sweet. I kept seeing it all over YouTube and it piqued my interest. It only cost 30 bucks, so I figured it was a pretty easy decision. This is a horror indie game and it delivers. Yo, what the fuck? What the hell is he doing? What the fuck? You play as Mono, who finds himself repeatedly attempting to escape the end of a long hallway, but you can never seem to make it to this mysterious door at the end. You're actually diving deeper and deeper and progressing further into this hellhole rather than trying to escape, which was really odd in my opinion, but that's the way the game progresses. Along the way, you meet up with and start teaming up with Six, who's the main antagonist for the previous game, who has some kind of sus and sinister moments compared to the more docile Mono. Okay, I got the hammer. Let's go ahead and mess this thing. Wait, what's going on? Wait, what are you doing? Oh shit! With your bare hands though?
I'm gonna smash your head in like this!
They really went all out with the artistic and graphical style for the game. I love that sort of stuff. It looks really freaking awesome, very detailed and creepy. Lots of like little quirks that they did in all the levels. The environments leave you with a consistent and ominous feeling of this evil presence of just cruelty and just suffering around every corner. You venture through a forest, a sinister school. Wait a minute, where am I? Oh shit! Mother, this hospital that you do not want to check into, along with some other dark surprises. No, let's get the hell out of there. No, please. No, please! No! The game is a linear 3D puzzle platformer with a little bit of 2D sections sprinkled in. It's a horror platformer unlike any other series that I've played. Don't expect the stereotypical things like bats and spiders and all this other simple nonsense. Instead, you get an evil puppet man who looks like he's dressed up in a sock trying to kill you with a shotgun. Boy, he hurt us. Shit, I don't know what's gonna happen. This motherfucker got a gun? See, what type of game is this? What is... Okay, what is going on, man? Where's the next... Here it goes. It's a good thing he can't reload worth of shit. The levels always start off just being a little creepy and confusing because you're primarily solving puzzles and just trying to figure out the latest gimmick for that particular area. But eventually it transforms into this all-out struggle against some sort of main antagonist for that particular area. It gets really freaking crazy. There's a level that everything starts caving in on you. There's this throat baby teacher with the long neck who don't play like no types of games in her classroom. Pineapple challenge head ass.
It's like this.
And she gives no fucks about anything blocking her way. Once she spots you, it's over. Dang it, man. Chill back. What the hell? Through everything, huh? This game is freaking ruthless. This one part with the flashlight took me a minute to get past. For me, this was probably the hardest part in the game. There's these mannequins that activate when you come close to them at all. It took me a while to figure out how the hell to escape them. Here this bitch comes. Another one. There's 3 of them? No. Okay, I'm gonna try to sneak this time. Okay, so far so. That shit doesn't work. Go, 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 go. No. No. Damn it, man. Ah, so close. Finally, I realized I needed to use this damn flashlight and that you can actually point it directly at the mannequins. I just didn't pick up on the fact that the light was the determining factor behind whether or not they moved. After you become Hokage of the village, escape the mannequins, next you gotta do, you guessed it, another mannequin challenge and escape a bunch more using the flashlight again, except this time is much more difficult and there's way more mannequins coming after you trying to kill you all at once. This is easily one of the most challenging and most intense sections in the entire game. My freaking heart was pounding out of my chest trying to escape these sons of bitches. God. Oh God. Oh my God. What is happening? Point that damn flashlight. Shit, he's still coming under the bed! What is going on? They're everywhere. Can they climb too? They better not climb this. Why does everything want to kill me so badly? Some of the puzzles in the game are pure genius, like turning off this light so the mannequin sitting in the chair gets up and starts chasing after your bitch ass. And you turn the light back on, you go back to the chair, so you freeze the mannequin because of the light, go back to the chair, then you can pull it over and use it to reach the next area. Or there's this additional sequence where there's all these televisions. You can essentially teleport from one television to the next. You turn the TV off that one of the enemies is watching, it goes crazy and gets pissed off at you because you're ruining their stories or something, runs over to you, but then it catches a glimpse of another TV. You go back to the original TV and use that to teleport between the TVs. It's just kind of a lot going on with the puzzles. Very creative, very fun. Did not find myself getting bored by any of that. So if you enjoy puzzles and unique stuff, then you're definitely gonna enjoy this. Yo, the music in this game is mad creepy. It leaves you with this sense of just eeriness, just a sense of just discomfort and just like a slight anxiety throughout the entire playthrough that is perfect for this type of game. For something that appears to be made on a relatively low budget, they did a damn good job making sure that you did not feel comfortable and like you felt like you turned around a freaking corner and you were just gonna be in immediate danger. Check out this ambiance though. Yo, real talk, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the light on. I need to be able to sleep tonight. We're gonna get into spoiler territory now. I know the game's been out since February 11th, like a little earlier this month, so not that long, still pretty new. Some people probably haven't played it yet, but I'm gonna cover it anyway because it's just an interesting ending to the game and a lot of interesting things happen, so I'm really eager to talk about it. If you don't want to know how the game is spoiled, how it ends and all that stuff, then jump ahead to the timestamp. It's gonna be somewhere on the screen. Not sure where. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be somewhere. If you don't feel like watching the rest of the video because you don't want spoilers and don't feel like skipping ahead, appreciate you watching up to this point. Don't forget to subscribe. Throughout the game, you repeatedly revisit this mysterious hallway with a door at the end. You never quite make it to the end, but you always get a little further every time. So eventually you get to the end, you open the door, and there's this shadowy figure in a business suit and a hat, looking ominous than a motherfucker. The character is known as the Thin Man. The second he shows up, all the sound and music in the environment goes crazy and gets distorted, and everything just kind of slows down and you're moving around in slow motion. So you feel this crazy sense of just helplessness as you just struggle to escape this mysterious being. I gotta get all the way over oh my god. Come on. Why is he pulling so slow? Is this man teleporting up? I'm not gonna make it. I gotta pull this shit. Your partner 6 gets captured by the Thin Man, and he just leaves you behind right after that. Once you go back and try to rescue 6 from the sunken place, the Thin Man starts coming after you. Look at this terrifying bitch. Why the hell is he so freaking tall? You're trying to escape him, and for a second it looks like you're successful, but eventually he catches up to you and you enter this epic boss battle type sequence where you go head to head with the Thin Man himself. Once you defeat him, the game's over and you rescue 6. Except not really.
Well, that's f***ing ominous.
That's where 6 is being held, so you go there to rescue 6. Eventually, you go through this sequence of different doors and not knowing what the hell to do and going based off of sound apparently is a trick, is paying attention to the sounds and going through all these teleporting doors and whatnot. You locate 6 and you discover that she's become this giant monstrosity that's guarding this mysterious music box. So you might be wondering what the hell you're supposed to do to turn 6 back to normal at this point if the Thin Man is defeated. Destroy that fucking music box, of course. What could possibly go wrong here? You enter into another intense boss battle type sequence. Once again, you're utilizing the teleporting doors or portal type doors where you go through one and you go through the one on the left and you wind up on the right, and the one on the right sends you to the one on the upper left. And man, once you land the final blow on that stupid ass music box, 6 returns back to normal, baby. It's time to haul ass and get the hell out of Dodge. As you're trying to escape, you find yourself surrounded by like all of this ominous, horrific, just disgusting looking purple goop with eyeballs and shit in it. You make it to the very end and you jump across this ledge and 6 grabs your hand to help you up. After a few seconds, I started getting nervous because 6 just kind of holds you there. And I'm like, yo, 6, like, what the hell you doing, yo? Like, eventually, to my shock and horror, 6 drops Mono, dooming him to this mysterious fate with the purple goop and eyeballs and shit. And at this point, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, the game's over, and you inevitably see this disturbing sequence where Mono eventually ends up becoming the Thin Man. Even just talking about it now kind of gives me chills down my spine. You've gotta be kidding me, man. Why would they do this? Why would they do Mono like this? Come on. Yo, I'm actually pissed off. I've searched the internet and no one really seems to know what the hell happened with 6 and Mono for sure. The best theory that I've heard is that 6 recognizes Mono since Mono doesn't have the hat on any longer. The first time they met, Mono had on his hat, and throughout the entire game, he pretty much had the hat on the entire game or some other type of hat. But at the very end, there's no hat. But even still, I still feel like that may be a bit of a stretch. to betray someone who's helped you throughout this entire journey, to literally drop them into this cruel, cold-hearted, just miserable fate, for all you know, for eternity, is just a little too much. I hadn't played the first Little Nightmares game, but is 6 really like that cruel of a character? I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have destroyed that fucking music box. A couple minor issues. There was not really that much to do. After you finish the game, you can find glitched remains and a couple additional hats in each level, but they're not really all that engaging to find, so it can give you some incentive to kind of explore around instead of just trying to run through to your main objective. But it's not really that much to do, and you can probably do most of it along the way your first playthrough of the game, certainly your second playthrough. There's also a lack of a great sense of depth. Like, you can't really tell when you should be going up or down. It's kind of difficult to really tell and get a good sense of depth perception, so it can lead to some relatively pointless and frustrating deaths. I thought this was a great deal for $30, so if you're looking for like a horror game that's gonna give you like this really creepy feeling, something that you certainly or most likely haven't experienced before, unless of course you played the first Little Nightmares, then you're definitely gonna find this to be a treat. I personally have never played anything like it, and I imagine that there's plenty of other people out there who will feel the same way. So for any of y'all watching, definitely check it out. Even if it's not your type of game, if you play any type of platformers or into any type of horror games, then it's definitely worth checking out. Believe the hype, and it's half the price for $30. But with some caveats, you're not really gonna get a whole lot of gameplay time out of it. So probably finish it in 5 hours your first playthrough. But there is some additional DLC coming out for $10, and you can go back through the game again after you finish and find some of the remaining glitched remains, as well as some additional hats and whatnot, even though the hats don't really do anything. So it's a little bit of replay value there for you. So overall, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Definitely enjoyed the game, had fun with it, and it was a pretty short game, which is great for people like me who are extremely busy. So if you just want to just hop into something real quick, play it like over a weekend, and you know, maybe have people watch and scare the shit out of them, then this will be a great experience for you. So definitely check it out. Appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, so every little bit helps boost that YouTube engagement, baby. So smash that like button for me. Leave a comment. Some people watch every single video, don't leave any comments. Leave a comment, guys. The more engagement I get, the more YouTube algorithm starts to bring people to me. Bring me one step closer to taking over the world. No, I'm kidding, but I appreciate all the support, even if you just watch the video. I appreciate all the support, y'all. I'll catch you next time. More content coming. Peace.